So I watched the new Dracula, A Love Tale, and honestly, without this one scene, I probably would have fallen asleep. I just did not enjoy it. That might be because Robert Eggers' Nosferatu was so good and still fresh, so getting another Dracula so soon feels tiring. That said, Dracula, A Love Tale, does try a few new things and makes an effort to feel different. So let's break it down. Let's talk about the inspiration about the movie and the things that the movie left unanswered. Is Mina really the reincarnation of Elisabetha? And if she is, how does that work? Why does Vlad chooses to be killed? Okay, this kinda bothers me. Vlad waits 400 years to find the love of his life, and then he just lets this priest kill him with just a small chit chat. Like, what? Who were these children who left the castle in the ending? The movie opens up with this romantic scene between Vlad and his wife, Princess Elisabetha. And right away, you can tell they're really into each other. It's sweet and playful, and you can tell they're really a perfect couple. But that does not last long. Vlad gets called off to war and has to leave her behind. The next time we see him, he's already on the battlefield wearing the intense metal face mask shaped like a dragon. Elisabetha is killed while trying to escape the enemy. The sword Vlad swung to kill the enemy ended up killing her. I actually was not sure about this and I have to rewatch it again. And it looks like Vlad accidentally killed Elisabetha. After Elisabetha's death, Vlad was devastated. In total depression, he begs the priest to bring her back to life. When the priest tells him it's impossible, Vlad snaps. He kills the priest and turns his back on God. Then, the movie jumps ahead almost 400 years to France. A priest gets pulled into this weird case about a woman who's somehow 130 years old. Turns out she's Maria, an Italian vampire. And through her, the priest and the doctor find out the big reveal. Vlad is on his way to France, still searching for his lost princess. At the same time, Jonathan, Mina's fiancé, travels to Dracula's castle. Dracula greets him, but when Jonathan starts snooping around, Dracula catches him and locks him up. While he's trapped, Dracula shares his story, how after Elisabetha died, he kept throwing himself from the castle windows, hoping to end his pain, but it never worked. He also explains how he spent centuries searching for her. Meanwhile, in France, the priest and the doctor get a photo of Elisabetha. When they see it, they notice that Mina, who lives next door, looks just like her. Mina explains that she's friends with Maria, who took care of her after seeing how much she looked like Elisabetha. Dracula finally comes to France from Romania and helps Maria escape. Later, Maria shows up at Mina's house and takes her to a carnival, where she introduces her to Dracula. They immediately feel a connection. The priest and the doctor warns Mina, saying Jonathan was trapped by Dracula in Romania and that he's very dangerous. But Mina does not listen. Dracula later comes to her room and they fell in love. She even asked him to bite her. Then the big chase happens. Maria is killed and the priest and doctor follow Vlad and Mina back to the castle in Romania. In the end, Dracula dies, turning to ashes, and Mina was left alone. The inspiration. Luc Besson said what really grabbed his attention about Dracula was that at its core, it feels like a love story. To him, it's about a man who waits 400 years just to be reunited with his wife, and that idea became the heart of the film. He wanted Caleb to lean into that emotional side of the character, focusing more on the love story than the usual vampire movie. The classic Dracula elements like the blood and the mythology were things that he just played around. He also made it clear he doesn't really see this as a horror movie. For him, it's more of a dark, romantic story. Is Mina really the reincarnation of Elisabetha? And if she is, how does that work? Mina and Elisabetha are the same person in spirit, just born in different times. When Mina is born, she already has Elisabetha's soul, but she does not remember her past life. That's why Mina always feels like she doesn't fit in and feels like something is missing from her life. She doesn't know why she feels this way. She just knows she's searching for something. When Mina meets Vlad, she feels an instant connection to him. She doesn't know who he is or why she feels drawn to him, but her soul recognizes him. Vlad knows right away that Mina is Elisabetha reborn. He has been waiting for her for hundreds of years. Slowly, things starts to bring Mina's memories back. The music box, Vlad's touch, and being close to him make her feel strong emotions she can't explain. At first, Mina refuses to believe she could be Elisabetha. She reminds Vlad that she is Mina and has lived her own life. Later, when Vlad kisses her, the memories finally return. Mina remembers her life as Elisabetta and the love they once shared. She realizes she has not changed into something else. She has always been Elisabetta, even as she grew up as Mina. The reason she always felt empty was because her soul was still connected to Vlad. The movie shows reincarnation as a soul that continues through time, even when memories are lost. Dracula recognizes Mina immediately, but Mina needs time to understand the truth. When she asks Vlad to bite her, it shows that she accepts who she really is and chooses to reunite with the love from her past life. Why does Vlad chooses to be killed? Vlad lets himself be killed because he finally realizes what love really means. At first, he thinks that the only way he and Mina can be together forever is by turning her into a vampire like him. But he realizes that if he stays with her, she could be stuck in the same lonely, dark life he's lived for 400 years. Mina would miss out on being happy and lived a normal life. Loving her doesn't mean keeping her, it means keeping her safe. The priest helps Vlad understand this. He gently tells Vlad that real love is about letting someone be free. If Vlad really cares for Mina, he must let her stay human. The priest also tells him that if he repents for his past sins, he might finally find peace. Vlad understands and chooses to sacrifice himself to save her. He lets the priest drive the stake into his heart, even though Mina cries and begs him not to do. He does this because he knows it's the only way to keep her safe. When the stake goes in, the curse is broken. Vlad's strong, immortal body falls apart, leaving him old and weak. Mina, who had been bitten, is freed from the bite as soon as he dies. Vlad's long suffering ends, and by giving up his life, he does not just free Mina, he also frees his own soul and finally finds peace. Who were the children who left the castle? During Vlad's long time as Dracula, he either twisted real people or created magical creatures to serve him. In the movie, these little monsters are called gargoyles. They only obeyed him, guarding the castle and following his orders, stuck in the curse that made them look strange and unnatural. In the book, Dracula has supernatural powers. He can transform into a bat, wolf, or a mist, and he controls some animals, but there are no magical stone creatures or gargoyles serving him. When Vlad dies, all the dark magic disappears. The servants lose their scary, monster-like powers, and the spell keeping them in the castle is gone. They appear as children either because they were children before or because the curse changes them into human kids. The kids walking away show that Vlad's rule is finally over and his dark power is gone. What used to be scary and controlled by evil is now innocent and free. Dracula's power hurt people for hundreds of years. When the curse ends, they are humans again. Dracula's A Love Tale was so strange, super campy, and those gargoyle CGI was so bad. Also, what was up with the perfume subplot? I actually enjoyed that scene, but it doesn't really make sense. Dracula can already control minds. Did he forget that? So it's kinda confusing. All in all, I did not enjoy Dracula. It's just bad. What do you think? Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.